video is a conversation with the editors of the Underachievement and Special of Gifted Child Quarterly. Today, we're going to be talking with them about how this came about. So I'll turn it over to them to give some quick introductions.
Oh, hi, I'm Kate Snyder. I'm an associate professor of psychology at Hanover College.
And I'm Stephanie Wormington. I'm research faculty at the Center for Creative Leadership and also Kate's academic younger sibling.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I wanted to first ask, how did the idea for this special issue come about?
So Stephanie and I like to share this story of we did a lot of discussing for the special issue at AURA when it was in New York City, and we were in the world's smallest hotel room that did not have an elevator, and we were on the 4th floor. So it inspired a lot of great conversation. And we were really interested in bringing in achievement motivation researchers into the conversation about underachievement. So it was a good time to have kind of a 20-year update from Risa Makocha's seminal article on underachievement, what do we know, where do we go, but also a good chance to bring in people outside the specific GT field to talk about not only how our knowledge of motivation can contribute to our understanding of underachievement, but how can the study of underachievement inform our understanding of motivation.
And we really wanted to bring in a rich understanding of how this plays out across development. So how does development play into how we're answering these questions? And we wanted to bring different motivational theories to the center of this to see how we might be answering this question differently depending on what our theoretical perspective is.
That's fascinating. A lot to do in one special issue, but a good objective nonetheless. Could you talk a little bit about what the process was like for creating and developing a special issue?
Sure. My hope would be that for anyone that ever develops a special issue is that they're lucky enough to get mentorship from Jill Adelson and Michael Matthews on the process as a whole. Stephanie and I don't think we could have done it without their advice and mentorship on the overall timeline. So it was a lot of laying out exactly what we wanted, publicizing the call as widely as possible, reviewing proposals, and then even dealing with things like different author timelines, project deadlines. So it's a lot of staying on track, adjusting things. Stephanie, what's your input into the process?
Yeah, I think two of the things that were new for me as someone that hasn't edited a special issue before is the importance of reaching as far as possible to try to gather as many diverse perspectives to bring together, and also the importance of staying in constant contact with your co-editors. So Kate and I really bounced ideas back and forth, really trying to bring everything back to what the goals for this special issue were.
Yeah. And in addition to keeping in contact with each other, we also kept in constant contact with Jill and Michael, who were just invaluable in helping keep us on track and troubleshoot any issues.
Right.
We do love our editors at GCQ.
Yes, we do.
They are fantastic. Well, what do you hope comes out of this special issue?
So Stephanie and I had a lot of fun in outlining kind of our intro commentary for the piece. And so a lot of the research hopes that we have are in there. But additionally, one of my hopes is that I really want this to bring attention from motivation researchers who haven't had experience with giftedness or underachievement into the conversation. Because I think there is a lot to learn, as many of the authors describe, about our traditional motivation theories by examining this really unique phenomenon of can't but don't. So that would be my hope.
And my hope is that we can take the very different perspectives and conclusions that are coming from all of the different papers in the special issue and think about what do we know bringing this all together, and where are some of the areas where there's still some fuzziness and we can really dig in deeper. And another thing that I have a personal hope for is really thinking about how we can continue to push theory to be able to inform the real world. So thinking about how we can keep bridging that connection between theorizing and what actually happens in a classroom with actual students.
Yeah, definitely.
That's so great. I love all of that. We need more theoretical development and practice in the research world. I appreciate both of you being here today and talking with us. And if you haven't read it yet, go ahead and go to GCQ's website for this special issue. Thank you so much.
Thank you.